Okay, now that we know how to graph an inequality, we're going to do the reverse. We're going to see a graph of an inequality and try to come up with the inequality that led to that graph. So looking at page 43, we're going to look at number 1. So this is obviously an inequality that was graphed, and I want to come up with the inequality. So what I first have to do is determine the equation of the borderline. So how do we determine the equation of a line? Well, we look for the y-intercept and the slope. In this particular case, it's easy because the y-intercept is at an integral point, so b equals 4. And the slope is down 1, 2, 3, down -3 over 1. So the slope is -3. Therefore, my equation is y equals -3x plus 4. And now I just have to determine whether it is a, how I would do the shading, whether I should make this y is greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. Since it's a solid line, I know equality is a possibility. So here I could put my pencil on the y-intercept and I shaded where values are greater. So I know this is y is greater than -3x plus 4. But just to confirm I'm correct, I'm going to test the point 0, 0. Now when I test 0, 0, it's not in the shaded region, so I am hoping for it to be false. So is 0 greater than 4? No, that is false, so that is a good thing. So therefore, the inequality that led to this graph is y is greater than -3x plus 4. Now, let's look at this one because this one's a little trickier. I do know that I need to, 1, find the slope. So here, the slope would just be down 3, -3, -2. So that's a slope of +3/2. Then I have to find the y-intercept. Now this is not as easy because it's not at an integral point. So therefore, what I have to do is I have to say y equals 3/2 x plus b, and to solve for b I have to plug in an x and a y. So I pick a point, and this point is -1, 3. So that's x and y. So I make y 3, I make x -1, so b equals 4 1/2, and I just look to see if that makes sense, and it does. So my equation is y equals 3/2 x plus 9/2. Now I have to decide if it's going to be less than or greater than. Again, I put my point here, these values are greater than, so y is greater than 3/2 x plus 9/2. And I'm going to test the point 0, 0 to make sure I'm right. And again, I'm looking for a false. So, is 0 greater than 9/2? No, that's not true, so I'm confident in my answer. Okay, so now, everyone go ahead and try number 3 on your own, and stop the video and start it again after you've all completed it. So for number 3, my equation, I know this is going to be a VUX, so this is x equals 2. Here, obviously, values are greater on this side, so it's x is greater than 2. It's not x is greater than or equal to because it's a dashed line. Okay.